I know at the crossroads where you start, where you end, it's the same place. You know you're the first thing. What I want, who I need, it's the same one. Hold on, don't look up again. Don't have hope again. Don't keep faith again.
You're listening to the official Southeast Sounds podcast. As always, I'm your host, Scott Bars. And today, we're here with two very special people, Maxim and Spencer of Vaguefun.
Sorry, we haven't done one of these for a very long time. So, g'day Scott, how you going?
I'm good, mate. It's good to see you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too, man. Yeah.
It's been, almost 6 months since you guys premiered on the very first episode of Covers in Chrome.
Yeah, no.
So, very, very exciting times. I've been very busy in that time. You guys have been very busy, as I'm sure you have been.
Yeah, we've been pretty busy. It's been a hectic couple of months for us. We've been just in the studio doing gigs, all that sort of stuff, you know. So now it's really exciting to have some new music out soon for everyone to listen to.
For sure.
It's finally done.
Yeah, I'm so excited to have it finished, to be honest. Just like, it's just been 6 months of just pain.
To clarify, it here is debut EP.
Yeah, debut EP. So
Debut EP. Let's go. But we're going to go in depth in the EP in a minute. But just before we do that, I want to ask you guys a few questions. What is your favourite release of this year, other than Vaguefun Crossroads? What are you guys vibing at the moment?
what am I vibing at the moment?
Shit, I don't know. Just listen to Donda.
Just listen to Donda.
Yeah.
Donda.
I mean, I'm a fan. I'm big into Kanye for a while, but it didn't inspire much on the Vaguefun EP.
No, yeah.
Sort of a different style of music.
That's unfortunate.
But yeah, no Vaguefun chant. And we certainly didn't sample any hymnals. But,
Well, maybe we can fix that at the EP launch show.
Yeah, we'll get it happening. I think my favourite releases are coming. I'm really excited for the new Lime Cordiale song with Idris Elba for some reason. And the new Sticky Fingers album as well, which is coming out soon. So
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. And they're both those songs are coming out same day as the EP, so it's going to be a big day for some reason. Everyone's putting out stuff on the 24th. So I'm very excited to hear
Damn,
those
Sticky
as well.
Fingers got some competition with you guys.
Yeah, I don't think so. but I am very excited to listen to both of those.
Yeah, of course. And if you are listening to this interview right now, the Vaguefun EP and Sticky Fingers is already out. So congratulations from the future. You've already heard it. We have it.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
we've heard it a couple times.
Yeah, I've definitely heard the EP.
So, Crossroads, 4-track EP is out now. What is the concept of Crossroads? What is the overarching theme of this EP? What are the roads that Vaguefun are crossing, so to speak?
I think the overarching theme was like change, to be honest, because it's been like, you know, the last sort of 2 years have been crazy for everybody. And there's been a lot of change for us as well as a band. Like we've changed like members and we're like evolving and shifting and our lives just keep, you know, like really like shifting. And the whole concept behind Crossroads was to just sort of try and capture the state of mind in between kind of that change. And so at the start of this year we were in a totally different position to where we were now. Like we're in different jobs and we're doing different things and the band is sort of evolving. And so the last 6 months recording and writing the EP has sort of documented that change.
Yeah, for sure.
Sort of like a departure from our previous sound as well. You know, like we're certainly evolving and sort of trying out a few new directions as well.
Coming into your own and becoming more cohesive as a band.
Yeah, like we didn't really have much of a sound that was very distinctive in our previous releases. Like we was just sort of, you know, taking elements from other people, and this time we sort of tried to carve out our own like distinctive quality to it.
Yeah.
And I think we've got something. I hope we've got something. But that's sort of the whole like the whole crux of the thing is to just try and make something that's our own and sort of a slice of like history, a slice of our like 6 months of our lives.
Yeah, for sure. Almost like a snapshot of your time in the pandemic.
Yeah, I think that's like the best music is snapshots, you know, like when you can go back through like Bowie's releases and see like this was a period of his life that is so different to like this release from 2 years later, and you can really like get like an insight into like their mind as an artist.
Crossroads, it is a phase, Mum.
Yeah, man.
I'm just kidding. The recording process. I've seen a couple pictures of what I assume is one of your bedrooms on the iMac doing some recording. Can you give us a little insight as to the production process of this EP? Did you have any help, or was it done completely by yourself?
Well, I guess the pipeline is demos in the garage, tune it up in the quote unquote studio,
the home studio,
and then send it off to our guy who does a bit of production.
I mean, we did a bit sort of doing the demos where we were just recording them on the phone, and then I have like a little home studio at my place, so we did a lot of recording there just because it was very convenient. Like we were all working and stuff, so Josh would come over like in the afternoon, like at night, and we would record till like 10 p.m. You know, just do a couple of hours, and then we did a few sessions in the prop studio, which was good as well. Which was interesting. That's the first time we've been to like a proper studio, because we've always just done stuff, you know, at home. And
sorry, which studio was that?
The one, what's it called?
The Edge.
The Edge, the Edge studio at State Library.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a studio you can book out once you do the induction. So they basically just give it to you free reign for a couple of hours, and we could just mess around for a couple of hours in the studio, which is great. And so we sort of combined the sessions with those home studios and the professional studio stuff to do the tracks, and then we sent them off to our mastering guy in Poland, in Warsaw. Yeah, I got this guy in Warsaw who's so good at it. He's just like amazing at mastering, and he's just
so
like
you
the best
pretty
guy.
much produced this and written this entire EP yourself, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. We had a little bit of help from bassist from Passion Fruit, John. Shout out to John for a couple of sessions that we did with him.
I love that band.
They're so good. But apart from those sessions, we pretty much recorded and did all the stuff ourselves and got the mastering from one of our friends.
For sure. And your EP launch is at the Woolly Mammoth with Sophia Scott, Van Moss, and Flag Duty. Although I haven't seen Sophia Scott, I can vouch for Van Moss and Flag Duty. They're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Josh Cunningham, frontman of Van Moss, of course, used to be the frontman of Vaguefun, if I remember correctly.
Yes, indeed.
So, it's kind of like a family reunion.
It is a bit like a family reunion, hey, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good to see those guys again as well,
Yeah, because, we're great mates with Josh, and he was in our band for a long time, and we love Van Moss and all the stuff that they're doing. So we tried to get like essentially the best lineup we could. We're like, who are our favorite Brisbane bands at the moment? And Sophia has a great release out, and she has some really good stuff coming along the way, I've heard.
She's new to the scene, isn't she?
Yeah, she's relatively new, yeah.
What kind of music does she play? How would you describe it?
It's kind of indie folky pop kind of stuff, with some insanely good production. Like the production is mint, and that was sort of like when I was trying to do the production for this, I was like, I hope I can get the production as good as that that song, because the production is insane.
Maybe you can ask her next
time.
Yeah,
I know. And then Van Moss, of course, are amazing, and Flag Duty are awesome as well. So let's just get the best lineup of bands and have a cracker of a night.
Amazing. That's what we like to hear. Now, I understand that Crossroads, the title track, written by Natai and sung by Josh, is a Jeff Buckley-inspired indie rock track. What is your favourite song off the EP?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm asking both of you guys.
Yeah, you can
go. Definitely Slow Wave. It's sort of it's the final track on the EP, and it's just it never ceases to every time I put it on, just totally chills me out. I'm like deliberately sort of curved edges on the lyrics there that we've written, and you know, smooth sort of bass in there, and just
definitely real beachy vibes.
Yeah. No, I love that song. Like, I've gotten sick of the other ones, but yeah, Slow Wave is pretty prime. I do like Crossroads. That was originally the song that we were all really digging. But I like the way like all the songs work together as a whole as well, collectively.
Yeah.
Like we really wanted to write like an EP where the songs work together, as opposed to, you know, having like things that are a little bit mismatched. We wanted like a body of work that you can put on and listen to like start to finish, and just like vibe the whole way through. And
not
it's, like,
enough artists. I feel like the form of a piece of work, like an EP or an album, a lot of that is lost nowadays.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's more successful to, like, if you have 4 tracks, just drop them as singles over time. But I do really appreciate a cohesive structure and project, and I do listen to albums front to back. I know a lot of people do, but a lot of people don't as well. So it's good to see you guys trying to tie it in.
Yeah, it's a shame. It makes me a bit sad to see the album sort of like disappear.
Yeah.
Because there's something awesome about, you know, chucking a whole... It's like watching a movie, you know? There's a storyline behind it. And that's the whole thing. You put it on, you listen to it start to finish, and you go inside the artist's mind. And if you just have the singles are all well and good when you want to just like go for a run or whatever, or just put on some songs on shuffle. But when you want to like get an insight into someone's like perspective, there's really nothing like a full like length body of work.
Plus, I just love it when the songs are produced to like connect with each other. Like they kind of fade into the next song.
Oh yeah,
I love that stuff.
That's something we should probably think about doing for the next release. Is I've always wanted to do like kind of like that King Gizzard album where it, like
Nonagon Infinity.
Yeah, kind of like Nonagon, where it like flows from the first into the second and then it loops back.
Yeah.
But like just have it where, and like Pink Floyd-esque, where there's only like it's really long tracks and you can't tell where the next one fades into it. Just have one like soundscape kind of vibe that goes for an hour.
Are you guys fans of Queens of the Stone Age?
I haven't listened to them much. No.
No One Knows has been in my playlists for as long as I can remember, but I haven't listened to much more than that.
Yeah, so No One Knows, that it's off the album Songs for the Deaf, and it's kind of, the songs don't so much flow into each other, but it's a concept album, and they have like little radio skits in between the songs.
Oh, that's so cool.
To sort of like connect them.
Yeah.
But my EP that I'm working on right now is like 6 tracks, and it's got that Nonagon Infinity thing where it's a continuous piece of music.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
And I'm just having these skits in between the songs, so it's kind of like both of those concepts.
That's so cool. I can't wait to hear it when it comes out, man. You got a release like date planned, or you still just?
I don't have
like
a date because it's like half written. I've got one song that's in the production now that I want to get out in the next month or 2. So I can show you a rough draft of that one when we're done here. Little exclusive.
A little sneak peek. Come on the podcast and this is what you get. Like don't come on for the promo. Just come on because you get to hear Scott's music afterwards.
It's all just self-satisfying for me, honestly. No. Life isn't like in the movies. Of course, Maxim, written by you early in the pandemic last year. Can you give us an insight into your headspace when you wrote that song?
Yeah. That's probably the only track that we did that was written before the EP was like taking shape. Like I'd had that one for like a year before we started it, because I wrote that like started last year, so like March, something like that. And when it came around to the EP time, it was like we need some more songs, and I went back through the things. I was like, oh, here's this, like this is interesting. And it was sort of like a song. I was living by myself for a little while, and
it's a bad time to live by yourself.
Yeah, I know. Well, I got stuck. I got stuck by myself, and I couldn't come home. So I was just sort of like by myself for like 2 or 3 weeks, just sort of in the house, couldn't leave, and it was really bizarre. And I was sort of just trying to like document the feeling of just like being alone for such a long period of time. And I was feeling pretty bummed out about it. And so that song sort of took shape. Originally it didn't have any drums or any other instruments. It was just like a solo guitar kind of piece, and brought it to the band like when we started doing the EP at the start of the year. and we were like, yeah, we can like transform this into like give it like a bit of energy as well. So it's sort of like a hybrid between slow, like soft, like slow wave kind of tune, and then like it's got that massive crashing chorus. And my favorite thing about that song is it's got underneath the drums, the drum crashes, there's like lightning sounds and rain, and the lightning is underneath where the crash in the choruses, and we have like the lightning rises up and cracks at the same time, and we recorded all that stuff the first day we were recording.
It was a massive storm.
Sick.
Yeah, the power went out and everything. It was
At your house.
Yeah, at the house.
Yeah.
So we were recording at the house.
We got the Zoom mics out and we were getting some Foley sounds.
Yeah. So we just got some crazy like lightning crashes and chucked it in. So
that's awesome. Most people would call it at that point. Be like, we're done.
Yeah. We're like, no.
Whereas you guys are adapting. You're outside with the microphone.
Still find some sort of music. And yeah, it's kind of cool that like you listen back to it. It's as if we were playing it like the day we recorded it, because it's got that like ambient sound underneath.
Yeah. It's quite serendipitous.
Yeah.
And ironic, because you're saying life isn't like it is in the movie. But that's like something that would happen in a movie.
Yeah, well, it's got that sort of dramatic sort of tone to it.
Yeah, very dramatic.
I was going to ask, where did you get the lightning sound from? But that's super, super authentic as well. But that's not the same house that you were in when you wrote the song, was it?
No. That house has people in it, which is great.
Most of them do.
Yeah, you start to get a little like whacked out when you're by yourself for that amount of time. You're just like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, there's no one to talk to. I just sit here. Like,
reach out, guys. For sure.
Absolutely.
Were there any songs that were cut from the EP that maybe you brought to the band and they were like, nah, or it doesn't fit with the concept? Any B-sides?
There was, as soon as we heard Crossroads, we were basically like, we're gonna make this EP. But there were a couple of songs before that we were trying to produce, like Fast Car.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Yeah.
There were a couple, but for the most part, we just had like running hits. Like, wrote a song, sounded great. Wrote another song, sounded great. We got to 4 and we were like, this is it.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, we had So it was kind of once we decided on the EP, we just sort of wrote the songs in succession almost. But before the EP, we were figuring out what we were going to do. And there were a couple of singles that we were thinking about doing that just weren't up to scratch. Yeah. And we just got tired of doing singles, I think. But once we got to the 4 songs, we'd written the 4. We were like, we like 4. 4's like, it's like a little like the point when you do 4, and then there's 4 members, and like it just all sort of made sense.
Even numbers, easily divisible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Songs in 4/4. 4's everywhere.
Well, the songs aren't in 4/4 actually.
Oh, really?
It's mostly 6/8.
It's
really?
bizarre.
Yeah. It's gonna go down really well in the sea shanty crowd.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. It just like suddenly, I guess we just got on a 6/8 writing streak. So a lot of the songs are 6/8 with some really whack like sea shanty lyrics in there.
6/8 is one of my favorite signatures. I wouldn't put it above 7/8, but it is pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was definitely work for us for this project. Yeah. It's bizarre.
And if Crossroads were to be used in a movie, what kind of movie do you think it would be?
Interesting.
I don't know. A lot of like identity stuff. Maybe like M. Night Shyamalan style. Like,
there is a lot of identity stuff in there, because it's like it would have to be a movie that has some pretty significant tonal shifts. That's for sure. Because because the songs are relatively different. They have consistency in kind of like production and like instrumentation and that sort of stuff. But it's a bit of a dynamic ride, because we've got the songs that are like happy and like big at the start, and then there's some introspective stuff, and then the chill stuff at the end. So it's almost like a bit of a roller coaster kind of thing. Yeah,
that's what you want. It's a good story.
Yeah, so it was supposed to go, the roller coaster was supposed to go up, down a little bit, and then peak back up. That was kind of the idea for all the tracks. Yeah. So it would have to be a movie that like.
Can I change my?
Yeah, okay.
Can I change my answer?
No.
No. All right, next question.
No, you can.
What do you got?
About like about the Truman Show, if it was directed by someone like ridiculous, like Truman Show.
The Inception guy. What's his name?
Christopher
By
Nolan.
Chris
Yeah.
Chris
Nolan.
Nolan and the Truman Show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Truman Show.
I would watch
That's a
the
good
shit
pick.
out of that. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's a really good pick. I can definitely, because it's sort of a little bit like bittersweet kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of vibe.
It's like, do I want to be red pilled? Do I want to be blue pilled?
yeah.
What's your favourite venue to play in Southeast Queensland? Because I know you've played a lot of them, especially in the Valley.
We have played most of the places that will take us in Brisbane. What do you reckon? You go first.
The zoo's always great.
Zoo's
Like
great.
it's the stage there. It's massive. It's always got a great sound set up there as well. Like you can always rely on a big crowd as well. It's
For
just
sure.
a nice place to play.
Yeah, I liked. Oh man, they're all so different because the zoo's great, but you have to be really good to play the zoo really well. Like, you have to have the
Yeah.
stage presence because it's a massive stage,
Yeah.
and if you just stand there, it's really awkward. So you got to jump around, and because everyone's down and a little bit further away, you've got to make up for the extra space. But I do like some of the smaller venues. They are fun. I like Lefties a lot, actually.
Yeah.
The sound at Lefties is fantastic, and the people are really nice there.
I can vouch for that. I've played Lefties. I like playing there. I like going there because
Yeah.
you can go behind the stage.
Yeah.
Even when it's packed, you always get a good view of the stage.
It's really underrated, actually. It's quite.
Yeah.
It's a little out of the way, but
Yeah.
it's really cool. Yeah, and you can sit up the top, or you can be around the side. I remember the last time we played there, there was this super super duper old lady, probably 60, 70, and she was there. She came up right behind us, and we were playing I think we were playing something very chill. Josh was singing Hallelujah or something like that, and she just came up to us and she was like, "Play something exciting." We want to rock
mid-set?
and roll
In the middle
yeah,
of the
in the middle of just after the song.
Oh,
Oh shit, okay. So yeah, we had to play some exciting stuff because the crowd demanded it.
Bust out the Tame Impala elephant.
yeah. We were thinking of doing that actually. Yeah, for the EP launch.
Oh, nice.
So you might see some bit of Tame Impala in there
Oh, okay.
if we can get it together. Dubious.
What's your favourite drink to have on stage?
I have a bit of a, I wouldn't say phobia, but a little bit of it's a luck thing where I don't drink before gigs or in the gigs because it's probably just a mental thing, but as soon as I have a sip of beer or anything, I feel like my vocals just close up.
Yeah.
And I know
okay.
it's definitely shouldn't be the case and it's ridiculous, but I'm just totally abstain. It's so un-rock and roll.
No, that's fair. That's fair. You put in the music first. I respect that.
Because there was a zoo gig that we did a little while ago, not that long ago, and I had a beer before, and I was like, just have a beer. Why not?
Fuck it.
I was like, fuck it. There's 3 hours before the thing, and I want to watch these bands, and I'll have a beer. And then I got on stage, and my voice just closed up, and I was freaked out, and I was like, oh, fuck.
Do you do vocal exercises to warm up?
Not usually,
Yeah.
but we did do some for the... We were like, oh damn, we better do this properly. So we were doing the vocal exercise for the recording in the studio.
Yeah, all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
Starting with the hum.
Yeah. What about you, man? Do you get sozzled before gigs? I don't know.
Sometimes. My favorite drink is whatever one is the freest.
Yeah, gotta love the rider, man.
Yeah.
Gotta love a rider, a good rider.
Finishes it an hour before you set.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally, I like to follow the drink and drive model. On the opens, you can have 2 drinks
classic.
and you can still drive. I don't like to be completely sober because then
Just take
your
the edge off
anxiety can get in the way. It takes the edge off. I'm still sober enough that I can drive, so I'm still sober enough to not completely butcher my performance.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I was good enough to just get totally smashed before.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't have the skills. I'm not like Keith Moon or something like that where I can just do 50 pounds of cocaine.
That's
and
because
just go on stage and just crush.
those people live the sesh. So
they do.
They would perform better on drugs than not on drugs.
They're
'cause
basically
they're always-
sober. That is their sober.
Yeah,
you know,
the baseline.
50 drinks down. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Vaguefun, we are almost out of time, so I do have one more question for you, but before we get to that, is there anybody that you want to shout out during the creation of this EP? Big thanks. Now's your chance.
Big thanks. You got any big thanks? Sis?
It's big thanks. Yeah, I mean, just the other two members of the band, of course, they couldn't be here today, but we couldn't have done it without them.
Shout out Josh and Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I guess mostly the people from SLQ, from the State Library, like, really helped out a lot. Like, we were in there a lot. Like, and there was we did one final session. Like, we were struggling to get this EP done on time, to be honest. Like, this was like a real, like, rush to the finish line.
Yeah, I remember I was watching our interview, the last one yesterday,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, what are you doing in the next 6 months? You're like, yeah, we got an EP, it's coming out in like 2 months.
Yeah, things got really delayed because things were like changing in our lives like a lot. Like, things really like big changes. Like, I got a new job, and Spencer got a job, and Josh got a new job, and like everything's just sort of, and Josh moved out, and so it's all just like been like really hectic the last little while. And we set the release date like in advance because we had to book out Woolly Mammoth, and they book out like 3 months before.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we'll book this day, booked September 24th, hope it's going to be okay. Like, who knows?
Yeah.
In the state of things right now, it could have all gone bad. So we booked it 3 months, and we're going to like, okay, we've got to have it done, like, then retroactively working back. So it's got to be, mastering's got to be done 2 weeks before that to send to Spotify. And then before that, we've got to have this done.
Yeah.
And then things started shifting. We didn't have time, and then the deadlines were just coming up.
Sometimes a hard deadline is good though, because it gets you off your ass to get it done.
Well, we've never done a project this big. Like, the last single we worked on for 6 months. So we did for like quadruple the amount of songs in this time that we did the last song. And the song before that, it took us a year. So we really like had to knuckle the fuck down and just like get it done. Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
5 years from now, you'll be dropping 5 albums a year. Like
we'll be King Giz. Yeah. I don't know how they do it. Drugs, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it helps that there's 6 of them, but still,
true, yeah,
then, like, it's pretty ridiculous.
They can delegate. You do the first half, I'll do the next half, and then you guys can work on the next like album while we're doing this one, some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, Vaguefun, what do you have planned for the next 6 months?
Oh god.
Another EP. We'll see in 2 years.
Oh, far out. What? I don't know. What a rest, to be honest.
Yeah.
Bit of a break. Maybe do some gigs.
Yeah, we got a couple of gigs coming up in October, so we're going to be touring Brisbane. Has
this been announced yet?
No, but it probably
exclusive.
will be by the time this comes out. Yeah. So the EP tour. So we're doing Vinnie's in the Gold Coast. We're playing Rick's, Tomcat, and Lefties. So
cool.
If you're in Brisbane or Gold Coast, come see us play the songs live. And
maybe Soul Bar as well.
Maybe Soul Bar. That's definitely not confirmed because Soul Bar. but we'll suss it out. So there's definitely some gigs coming up. But then after that, probably just a long sleep and
big old rest.
Big old rest. Yeah, I reckon.
Who's going to be on the tour with you? You're not sure yet.
No, we do have to book some. We do have to book some support. So if there's anyone out there that wants to come play with us, hit us up because we got to book some gigs.
For sure. And the final question for Vaguefun: can you sum up the EP of Crossroads in 5 words or less? A couple adjectives, some descriptive words.
Yeah. Sharp, fast guitars, big drums.
It's more than 5 words, but I'll take it.
That's 5 words.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
You can tell I finished high school.
Yeah. That's why we all do music.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. It's nothing else.
I don't have to think.
Crossroads, slow wave.
Just names all the songs. Well, I mean, that's about as literal
15,
as you could get.
15 to 20 words. Some of the titles are pretty long.
Yeah. Well, Vaguefun, thank you so much for your time. I hope I see you again in the next 6 months. I'm sure I'll see you out in the valley at some point.
Yeah, 100%.
So I wish you best of luck, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for having us, Scott. Appreciate it.
No worries.